We see a number flash on our screens and we immediately assume the world has changed. When a company suddenly jumps 32% in value over a few weeks, the natural instinct is to believe someone in a boardroom solved a massive global problem. We imagine brilliant engineers having a breakthrough or a visionary leader unlocking a hidden market. But the reality of modern markets is far stranger and honestly a little bit unsettling. The truth behind these sudden mega-cap surges rarely has anything to do with the actual products being sold. Today, we are exploring a hidden mechanism that dictates the modern economy. It is a phenomenon that explains why the biggest companies seem to detach entirely from reality. By the end of this discussion, you will understand exactly why these massive market movements are often a complete illusion. You will also see how ignoring this hidden mechanism can lead smart people to make terrible financial decisions. The secret lies in a concept that completely breaks how we are taught to think about supply and demand. Chapter 1. The illusion of the scoreboard. When we look at the stock market, we tend to view it as a perfectly accurate weighing machine. If the price goes up, we assume the fundamental value of the business has proportionately increased. This makes perfect sense when you are looking at a local bakery expanding its storefront or a regional manufacturer securing a new supply contract. In those traditional scenarios, the financial outcome directly reflects operational success. But the highest levels of the stock market operate on a completely different set of physics. At the mega-cap level, a 32% surge is often mistaken for a 32% improvement in business quality. This is the illusion of the scoreboard. We have been conditioned to trust the numbers as absolute truth. Yet beneath the surface, these massive gains are frequently driven by structural market forces rather than any tangible improvement in the underlying asset. Understanding this disconnect is the first step to seeing the financial world clearly. The real driver of these sudden leaps is something far more mechanical. Chapter 2. Understanding financial reflexivity. The traditional view of economics suggests that markets passively observe and price reality. However, there is a fascinating concept known as financial reflexivity, which completely flips this idea upside down. The core premise is that the price of an asset does not just reflect reality, but actually changes it. When a massive company experiences a sudden surge in its valuation, it instantly gains access to incredibly cheap capital. The rising price allows the company to borrow money for almost nothing or acquire competitors using their own inflated shares as currency. The perception of success quite literally creates the resources for actual success. This creates a powerful upward spiral where hype manufactures tangible business advantages. But there is a dark side to this phenomenon that most people completely ignore until it's too late. The exact same mechanism works in reverse with devastating efficiency. To grasp why this matters right now, we need to look at how modern investment money actually moves around the globe. Chapter 3. The passive capital vacuum. Think about how the average person invests their money today. They open a retirement account and automatically funnel a portion of their paycheck into a broad market index fund. This process happens automatically every single month, regardless of what is happening in the global economy. This creates an enormous, endless river of blind capital flowing directly into the largest companies on Earth. When a stock already holds a massive weight in an index, every new dollar invested automatically disproportionately buys more of that exact stock. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The company gets bigger simply because it's already big. This passive capital vacuum creates an environment where price momentum is completely detached from business fundamentals. A 32% gain in this context is often just the mathematical result of algorithmic buying pressure. This structural reality forces us to ask a deeply uncomfortable question about the true value of these modern corporate giants. We have to separate the actual business from the story being told about it. Chapter 4. The danger of the narrative premium. Humans are fundamentally wired to respond to compelling stories. We desperately want to believe in the brilliant inventor or the revolutionary technology that will inevitably change the world. In the financial markets, this desire manifests as what we call a narrative premium. This is the extra price investors are willing to pay simply to feel like they are part of a historic journey. When a company is surrounded by a powerful narrative, every minor piece of good news is amplified into a massive triumph. The problem is that narratives are incredibly fragile. They require constant reinforcement to maintain the emotional high of the audience. The moment the story cracks or the promised future is delayed by a few years, the premium evaporates. The underlying business might still be perfectly fine, but the stock price collapses because the magic has faded. This leads us to a crucial historical pattern that proves this exact scenario has happened before. Looking back reveals exactly what happens when the narrative finally breaks. Chapter 5: Historical Echoes of the Nifty 50. In the 1970s, there was a group of dominant companies known as the Nifty 50. These were incredible businesses like Polaroid and Eastman Kodak, which were considered so dominant that you could pay any price for them. The consensus was that their growth was completely guaranteed and their market positions were virtually unassailable. People bought these stocks blindly, assuming the mega-cap hype of their era would last forever. But eventually, the underlying reality could no longer support the astronomical expectations. The companies themselves didn't necessarily fail, but their valuations imploded. Investors who bought at the peak of the hype spent the next decade losing money while waiting for the prices to recover. We are seeing identical behavioral patterns today. The assumption that the biggest winners of today will automatically be the biggest winners of tomorrow ignores the harsh reality of economic history. The fundamental nature of competition always eventually erodes these towering advantages. Understanding this cycle completely changes how you should view your own financial decisions. Chapter 6: The Asymmetry of Megacap Momentum. When a giant company experiences a massive spike in value, it creates a dangerous psychological trap for the average person. We feel an intense fear of missing out and convince ourselves that we need to jump on board before the opportunity disappears forever. But buying into a 32% momentum surge presents a terrible asymmetry of risk. If the narrative holds together, you might capture a small additional gain. However, if the passive capital flows reverse or the story loses its magic, the downside potential is catastrophic. You are essentially risking major losses for the chance of a minor victory. This is how smart people destroy their wealth over long periods. They buy the hype at the exact moment the risk is highest and sell in panic when the inevitable correction arrives. Recognizing this asymmetry is the ultimate defense mechanism against financial mistakes. It frees you from the constant anxiety of trying to chase the latest market trend. The key is shifting your focus away from the noise and building a more resilient approach. Chapter 7: Redefining Your Financial Compass. The truth about these massive, sudden gains is that they are entirely out of your control. They are the result of complex systemic forces and narrative premiums that cannot be reliably predicted. Trying to outsmart a market driven by blind capital and emotional storytelling is a complete losing game. Instead of obsessing over which giant company will surge next, true financial clarity comes from focusing on what you can actually control. This means building a durable financial foundation that does not rely on predicting the unpredictable. It involves understanding the true value of the assets you own rather than just looking at their current price tag. When you stop playing the game of chasing momentum, you unlock a profound sense of peace. You are no longer held hostage by the daily fluctuations of the scoreboard. The next time you see a massive corporate gain dominating the headlines, you will recognize it for what it truly is. It is not a signal to act, but simply a reminder to stay grounded in reality.